is the day we crunch the numbers. Joining me on the telecast right now is Arun Sao, BJP Chhattisgarh chief. Good to have you, sir, on the telecast with us. आपने टेलीविजन स्क्रीन्स, पब्लिकेशंस, डिजिटल मीडिया पे देखा है एग्जिट पोल्स आ रहे हैं. छत्तीसगढ़ का आपका क्या कहना है? यहाँ पे बताया जा रहा है, काफी सारे एग्जिट पोल्स कह रहे हैं कि ये कांग्रेस बाजी जीत जाएगी.
देखिए, कल तक आप लोग कहा करते थे कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी कहीं मैदान में नहीं है, बहुत दूर है. आज का जो एग्जिट पोल आया है, बहुत नज़दीक की फाइट एग्जिट पोल में आप बताया जा रहा है. पर मैं आप पूरे आत्मविश्वास के साथ कह सकता हूं कि जिस प्रकार से हम लोगों ने लगातार मेहनत की है, नरेंद्र मोदी की गारंटी जनता के सामने प्रस्तुत किया है, केंद्रीय नेताओं के लगातार दौरे हुए हैं, बड़ी बड़ी सभाएं हुई है, प्रधानमंत्री जी, गृह मंत्री जी, पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जैसे केंद्रीय नेताओं के लगातार प्रवास हुए हैं. और जो कांग्रेस सरकार ने 5 साल में छत्तीसगढ़ की दुर्दशा की है, हर वर्ग को ठगने का काम किया, धोखा देने का काम किया, छत्तीसगढ़ को भ्रष्टाचार का गढ़ बनाया, नशे का गढ़ बनाया, अपराध का गढ़ बनाया. और छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता इस सरकार से छुटकारा चाहती है. हर वर्ग की जनता सरकार से नाराज है कांग्रेस की, और कांग्रेस की सरकार से छुटकारा चाहती है. तो निश्चित रूप से 3 दिसंबर को जब मतगणना होगी तो छत्तीसगढ़ में कमल खिलेगा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी. आई एम वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट.
एक बात पूछूं सर, यहाँ पे जो अच्छा एग्जिट पोल के जो रिजल्ट्स आए हैं, नंबर्स हमारे स्क्रीन पर फ्लैश हो रहे हैं, यहाँ पे आपने कहा क्लोज फाइट है, पर अगर हम रिजल्ट्स देखें 2013 के, 2018 के, अब ऑब्वियसली 2023 के एंटिसिपेटेड हैं. यहाँ पर बीजेपी ने 2013 में बेहतर काम किया था, 2018 में कहीं आपके नंबर्स रिड्यूस हो गए थे. तो क्या ये जो प्रॉब्लम्स आए, परहैप्स कैंपेनिंग में, परहैप्स ग्राउंड वर्क आपने नहीं किया, ये आपने इस समय छत्तीसगढ़ के ये सब पॉइंटर्स, पैरामीटर्स माइंड में रखे हैं? और आपको क्या लगता है कि 2018 में क्या चूक हो गई बीजेपी से?
वास्तव में 2018 में कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बड़े बड़े वायदे किए थे, जन घोषणा पत्र लेकर आए, बड़े बड़े वायदे जनता से किए, और इसके कारण से जनता ने कांग्रेस को वोट दिया. पर 5 साल में एक भी प्रॉमिस, एक भी वादे छत्तीसगढ़ की कांग्रेस की सरकार ने पूरा नहीं किया. ऊपर से छत्तीसगढ़ की दुर्दशा कर दिया. छत्तीसगढ़ में विकास पूरी तरह से अवरुद्ध है, और छत्तीसगढ़ को अपराध का गढ़ बना दिया, नशे का गढ़ बना दिया, भ्रष्टाचार का गढ़ बना दिया. आम जन छत्तीसगढ़ के परेशान है, और निश्चित रूप से उनका मत 3 दिसंबर को मतगणना में दिखेगा. छत्तीसगढ़ में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी और कांग्रेस सरकार की विदाई तय है.
ओके, अरुण साव जी, जैसा कि आप बता रहे हैं, क्या एंटी इनकम्बेंसी दिखाई दे रही है छत्तीसगढ़ में? यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि बीजेपी लीडर्स, प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी खुद वहाँ पे कैंपेन कर रहे थे, कांग्रेस के भी बड़े बड़े टॉल लीडर्स, दे वर ऑल कैंपेनिंग ओवर देयर. क्या एंटी इनकम्बेंसी के द्वारा बीजेपी को यहाँ पे एडवांटेज होगा?
निश्चित रूप से एंटी इनकम्बेंसी तो है ही है, वादा खिलाफी भी है, और छत्तीसगढ़ की दुर्दशा कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कर दी है. हमने मोदी की गारंटी के रूप में, अपने संकल्प पत्र के रूप में छत्तीसगढ़ के विकास का एक कंप्लीट विजन जनता के सामने प्रस्तुत किया है. हमारे केंद्रीय नेताओं के लगातार प्रवास हुए हैं. तो निश्चित रूप से जब 3 दिसंबर को मतगणना होगी, छत्तीसगढ़ में कमल खिलेगा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी.
ओके, यहाँ पर अब हम कास्ट सेंसस की बात करें. यहाँ पर भी कांग्रेस बोल रही है, जो सारे के सारे स्टेट्स यहाँ पे जो पे कैंपेनिंग की है, चाहे वो छत्तीसगढ़ हो, मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान, तेलंगाना, मिजोरम, उन्होंने यही बोला है कि कास्ट सेंसस को वो लाएंगी, जबकि बीजेपी इसके ऑपोजिशन में है. अब छत्तीसगढ़ में काफी परसेंटेज शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट, शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स हैं, आदिवासी हैं, ट्राइबल्स हैं, दलित हैं. क्या ये एडवांटेज पॉइंट कांग्रेस को होगा?
देखिए, कांग्रेस के वादों के बारे में छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता बखूबी जानती है. 2018 में भी बड़े बड़े वायदे किए, पर हर वर्ग को ठगने का काम किया, हर वर्ग को धोखा देने का काम किया। किसानों को ठगा, नौजवानों को ठगा, माताओं बहनों को ठगा, अनुसूचित जाति को ठगा, आदिवासी समाज को ठगा, पिछड़ा वर्ग को ठगा। हर वर्ग को ठगने और धोखा देने का काम कांग्रेस पार्टी ने हमेशा किया है और इस चुनाव में भी बड़े बड़े वायदे करके सत्ता में आने का प्रयास कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है। लेकिन कांग्रेस की सच्चाई छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता जान गई है और इसलिए कांग्रेस के किसी वायदे पर छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता आने वाली नहीं है। 3 दिसंबर को जब मतगणना होगी, जनता का मत आएगा और छत्तीसगढ़ में कमल खिलेगा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी।
जी बिल्कुल, बट अगेन जैसा कि मैंने कहा मिस्टर साव, यहाँ पे एक मिक्स्ड रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं जो एग्जिट पोल के द्वारा बताया जा रहा है। कुछ जगह बीजेपी जीत रही है, कुछ जगह इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस जीत रही है, यहाँ पे कुछ जगह बहुमत में जीत रही है, कुछ जगह बीजेपी को बहुमत नहीं भी मिल रही है। तो ऑब्वियसली सपोर्ट लिया जाएगा इंडिपेंडेंस का, दूसरी छोटी पार्टीज का। अगर बहुमत से बीजेपी नहीं आती है तो क्या कुछ हद तक यहाँ पे लोग सोचते हैं, वोटर्स सोचते हैं कि परहैप्स बीजेपी इतनी खरी नहीं उतरी है?
मेघा जी, मैं आपको पूरे आत्मविश्वास के साथ कह सकता हूं, पूरे दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि छत्तीसगढ़ में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को पूर्ण बहुमत मिलेगी और पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ छत्तीसगढ़ में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनने वाली है।
ओके, ऑलराइट, थैंक यू अरुण साव जी हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए, हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए। लेट्स क्विकली bring back our focus to these big numbers that have been put out on your screens, and I'm going to take a look at Chhattisgarh as I was speaking with the BJP Chhattisgarh chief just a moment ago, and the numbers on your screens, if I could just put it out once again, very interesting in terms of what all these agencies have given out. The figures: Jan Ki Baat 34 to 45, INC at 42 to 53, and then Axis My India 41 and then 45, CNX 30, 40 and 46, 50. So these numbers are close when it comes to the Congress and the BJP, which means it is a tough fight. I'm going to start my conversation with Nagesh D. He's the Congress spokesperson. Nagesh, talking about Chhattisgarh particularly, you were able to win the election in 2018. What does it look like in 2023? Also, if we go 2 terms back in 2013, BJP had done fantastically well in Chhattisgarh.
See, for your question, a simple answer is that we have last 5 years, Congress government is taking the welfare to the people of Chhattisgarh, making sure that every section of the society is bombarded with the welfare policies there, making sure that every section of the society coming in the mainstream of the development. That is the strategy they followed it. Now the time has came after the 5 years. Chhattisgarh government went on with a report card putting in front of the people of Chhattisgarh to award on basis of the previous 5 years welfare policies. Now the people of Chhattisgarh given a successful mark to the present government there. So that is how they are coming again in the power.
Okay, all right.
As simple as that.
Okay, new
Just
numbers coming in.
Honest, honest way of development.
There are more numbers as the minutes and the hours pass by. We've got more and more agencies who have now numbers are trickling in as it is coming 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the numbers are trickling in. Obviously, the grand finale in just a moment now, just a few moments now, when all numbers will finally be gathered and a final verdict then, as if we can say, with regards to what the exit polls say. Now, in Madhya Pradesh, if we take a look at, if we can put out those numbers from Madhya Pradesh, and now we have 6 of these agencies who have come out and released the numbers. And if we talk about poll of polls, it gives a clear verdict. It says BJP 130, Indian National Congress at 96 and others are at 4. So a clear absolute majority for the BJP. Alok Vats, Madhya Pradesh is a swing state traditionally. There is once Congress that comes to power and then the next term it is the BJP and so on and so forth. So, and there was speculation, political pundits were talking about how it is now the turn of the Congress to rest the power from the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. how do you react to the numbers?
You see, this is what the tide has been turned up by the Honorable Prime Minister, by his labor and his ability to convince people to vote in favor of BJP. It is single-handedly, it is his charisma that has mesmerized the people to vote for the BJP. When we initially started, no television, print or television media was giving us anywhere near forming the government. Everybody was talking about we'll be routed there. And now look at the survey reports that we are going to stage a formidable comeback.
Okay.
And same will happen in Rajasthan and same will happen in Chhattisgarh. So we are everywhere neck to neck. Yes, we were nowhere in Telangana.
Except for Telangana and Mizoram.
Mizoram, we were not there. Whatever we get,
Okay.
one or two, be satisfied.
Okay. Also, the big question, who's going to be the chief ministerial face for the BJP in Madhya Pradesh?
That is not a very big issue with us. We have a long list of people. Whoever the party decides or the CLP decides, he will be the chief minister, and there will be no murmuring, no infighting, no big meetings, no appeasement meetings. Once decided, finish. We are a disciplined cadre, disciplined party under a disciplined leadership.
Okay, all right. Quickly getting in Sumit also on the telecast with me. Sumit, interesting set of figures that have been released, particularly with these big states, the Hindi heartland, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. The opinion was 50-50 that Madhya Pradesh will go to Congress and Rajasthan perhaps the BJP. Now, the exit polls tell a different story when it comes to Madhya Pradesh. If that happens, if BJP retains this, then it's a new history that is going to be written by the BJP in the state of Madhya Pradesh. So, if this happens, what's worked for the BJP government in Madhya Pradesh, and what has not worked for the Congress? Hypothetically.
Projected that for Madhya Pradesh, it's going to be 130 for BJP. And I stick my neck out. And for Rajasthan, it's going to be 120 for BJP. Likhwa lo. This Chhattisgarh is going to be a tight fight, but if the 5 seats BJP is less, who is going to make the government. Telangana, you are second or number 3, that is what you are going to get. Mizoram, you are not a player. Whatever you get is a consolation prize there. I mean, if I put it directly. Now, what has worked right is the charisma of the Honorable Prime Minister. There is no infighting. The Chambal region, 19 seats have come to you what were not with you last time. Though the difference in the last time election was 0.5%. Now you have these 19 seats. Jyotiraditya Scindia has come. There is no infighting in BJP. The Honorable Prime Minister's charisma has worked. BJP has developed. Modi magic has worked. Ladli Behna, Lakpati Didi. These schemes have really resonated on the ground. A lot of women have come and wanted. And when a leader like Prime Minister Modi puts his weight behind something, things change. That Modi guarantee is the magic. And you will see that when it will come to the parliamentary elections, it will be a Rahul Gandhi ji versus Modi ji. There is no marks for guessing who is going to win it. Anybody can tell you who is going to win it. For Congress, they'll be only interested if he can even get some 20-30 seats more. But at an election level, it is already done and dusted as Prime Minister Modi. That corruption-free government, that promise of deliverance, that scam-free government, no bhai bhatija, no parivar war. That is what is doing the magic. And for Congress, if you look at Rajasthan, there is infighting. And honestly, Kamal Nath ji is interested more in Nakul Nath ji than and his clan, rather than Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party as such. So people know this. Here you don't even have a chief minister face, but it's a cadre-based party. Anybody whom the parliamentary board will decide will become the chief minister. No bhai batija, no chacha.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, but also. Keeping in mind, there were a lot of these reports pouring in that the people are not, BJP is not happy with how the current chief minister, the incumbent chief minister, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has performed in his state of Madhya Pradesh.
You see, the challenge here is, Megha ji, Modi ji believes in pro-incumbency. In Modi ji's dictionary, there's nothing called anti-incumbency. Look at his home state, Gujarat. You have won 6th or 7th time, which is again a history in India.
Fair enough, but then if he defies the rumors that are at this point of time being spread by winning the election, does he not have the rightful right to be then reappointed?
You see, BJP has a leader, has a lot of leaders, and there is always a next breed of leaders who has to be given chance. That is for the parliamentary board to decide. Is it Chauhanji or will it be somebody else? Maybe they get a younger leader. Maybe they get somebody from the RSS. Maybe they get somebody from what we did in Haryana. Who knew Khattar Saab before he became the chief minister? There will be a Prant Pracharak. There will be a Kshetra Pracharak. Anybody can be there. So it is not confined to a family or a feudom like in other parties. If it's going to be on his son.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, all right. Let me get in Piyush Joshi also, another political analyst joining me on the telecast. Piyush, what do you make of the numbers, particularly with regards to how Madhya Pradesh is performing, BJP versus the Congress? Is this a surprise?
Well, if these numbers hold to be true, then definitely it is going to be a surprise because it is a lot closer than has been predicted by the pollsters here. It is advantage Congress in Madhya Pradesh, there is no doubt, and the Chambal region which Sumit was talking about has traditionally voted for Congress, mostly, and sometimes only in the favor of BJP. However, there has been a tremendous rise in anti-incumbency against Shivraj Singh Chauhan. There has been a descent in the hearts of the people of Madhya Pradesh against Shivraj Singh Chauhan and the BJP government. The BJP is in power for almost 20 years now. So it is advantage Congress to my mind. If these numbers hold to be true, then definitely Shivraj Singh Chauhan deserves a lot of credit for bringing that state despite that strong feeling of anti-incumbency. Okay. And it is not going to be so easy to be rid of him, as has been predicted by the pro-BJP panelist on this panel. So okay. It is going to be very, very interesting. Having said that,
what is also going to be interesting is the Telangana election and the result that comes out on the 3rd of December. Very close call. A number of these agencies have given Congress the upper hand in being able to wrest power from the BRS. So that is going to be quite the turnaround. Okay, I'm going to quickly get in another leader on the telecast with us, T.S. Singh Deo. He's the Chhattisgarh Deputy Chief Minister. Good to have you, sir, on the telecast. First things first, what do you make of the Chhattisgarh exit polls that have now been released? It shows it's a very close fight between the BJP and the Indian National Congress.
Good evening to you, our panelists, as well as all your viewers. As far as exit polls are concerned, they are, after all, projections. They are not 1 + 1 is equal to 2, and many channels are showing different numbers. So eventually it is best to wait till the 3rd when the final results are out. Till then there is a sense of satisfaction, some consolation that we are being shown as having the upper hand. And I feel these numbers will go beyond 55, closer to 60. Okay.
Keeping in mind the way INC had performed in 2013 versus how it performed in 2018, and as per the exit polls, the upper hand with the Indian National Congress, as I can see the figures, 50 for Chhattisgarh, 38 for BJP. You have the halfway mark at 46. So what do you think has worked for the Congress? It ideally could have been anti-incumbency, and BJP could have gained on the tide of anti-incumbency, but as per exit polls, that's not the truth.
Congress and BJP in Chhattisgarh have a minimum vote share platform, say roughly about 32%. You see any election over the last many years, many decades, couple of decades at least, you will see that whatever is the end result, neither party has gone below 32%. So that is a basic platform from which both these parties build, and roughly 10% floating share which decides eventually which party is going to get the majority in that particular election. So that is what we are probably seeing at the moment. My inclination still, on the basis of the work done in the past government, particularly for the farmers, particularly for the tribals, particularly in forest rights and in implementation of the PESA rules, it should tilt towards the Congress. A comfortable majority.
So in case the Congress ends up winning once again in Chhattisgarh, who's going to be the Chief Minister? Is there a likelihood that the Congress appoints you?
We are very clear on this. We had a very bad experience in the last 5 years where fortunately or otherwise or unfortunately we had this 2.5 thing possibility there constantly in the media. And it leads to an uncomfortable situation. We at no cost want that to be repeated. So we are very clear, we have sat together and we have all decided that it is for the High Command to decide. Whoever they decide to lead the team, we will all be together. We will all be together, and that is what is important. It is far less important as to who would be the Chief Minister.
There were a lot of reports that were pouring in that there is some beef between you and the current Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. There were obviously later on statements that had come out from both sides talking about how you have resolved your differences. Could a decision either way being taken by the Congress High Command as to who is going to be the Chief Minister in case the Congress wins the election? How would you take that?
Any decision that comes from the High Command, we'll take it. There was an awkward situation which was created. We've been working together for the last 23 years. Since the formation of Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Bhai and I myself, we have been working closely together. And unfortunately, under the circumstance of this 2.5 year thing, there were awkward situations for both of us. We have been mature enough to go beyond that. We have never let it show in public, even if there were undercurrents elsewhere. We have dealt with the whole situation, I think, with great sense of responsibility, and we will make sure that nothing like that continues in the future. That will be our topmost priority.
Okay, so then in terms of the 2024 Lok Sabha election, would the assembly election win for the Congress impact the national results?
Being in government does make a difference. Last year, though we had only 2 seats, but it tends to have a bearing on the results, that is for sure. And the situation this time is different in the Lok Sabha. As you have yourself been mentioning, the trends that are coming for all the 4 states show a good performance on the part of the Congress in all the 4 states. So if that is an precursor to what is to happen in 2024, then being in government will certainly add an edge.
Okay, I'll quickly also put in this figure. In the Lok Sabha 2019 election, Congress had won 2 seats, BJP was at 9. So, and there have been a number of these states where regional parties, opposition parties have ended up winning the assembly elections. But when it comes to the Lok Sabha elections, it is the BJP who ends up in an advantage, winning those states, winning those crucial Lok Sabha seats. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the
telecast. They have had an edge in the last 2 years, 2 elections. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us on the telecast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.